Hi, and welcome to Wisdom from the Angels. My name is Carolyn, and I'd like to welcome you. I am an energy intuitive, and everything you need to know about me is listed below. If you'd like to arrange for a meeting, the email address is down below, and I love to do readings, and the readings are longer and more involved than I can do here on YouTube because they are speaking to you specifically. Sorry about that. Thought I had turned my phone off. um, if you'd like to have a reading, just email me. We'll set something up. And it is an in-person reading unless it's an emergency reading. If it's an emergency reading, then it will be emailed to you. If you'd like to do a distance healing or a remote healing, that can also be done as soon as you go ahead and let me know. All right? So let's get into the reading for today. I happen to be in Southern California, and I apologize for the background noise. They are cutting the grass today, as well as from time to time you might hear some doggies barking. Those are my two, Lady and Coco, and they're just saying hello to their friends. Okay, so let's get into the reading for today and see what the messages are. Alrighty, so today we're working with the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. All right, and we're going to see exactly what the message is. All right, so we're going to do 3 shuffles. Spirit, what is the message that you would like to give us today to guide us along our way? So I hope you're having a wonderful day, and wherever you are, if you're still on lockdown, I hope you're staying well and staying safe. And were you one of those people who always said, hey, I'd love to work from home? Well, you've had a chance to see how that goes. Are you enjoying it? I do. I love working from home. I love having the freedom to do what I want when I want. Sort of that laptop style luxury that they talk about. And sometimes one is super busy, and other times, you really do get a chance to do all those things you always thought you wanted to do. So let's get into seeing who's showing up today. Oh, cool. All right, so we have 2 cards today. The first one is Coventina Purification. It is time for a cleansing detoxification of the body and mind. Okay, that's Coventina. And she's really beautiful. And she's holding a beautiful bird on one hand and a golden goblet on the other. And one could look at this as her offering the gift of life. Because when we purify our bodies or to do a detox, we also are getting all that, for lack of a better word, gunk out of our body. And that gunk can have been there since we were little children. So these are things that build up over time because our bodies don't always absorb everything that we put into them. You might not have known that. But yes, time for a detox, time to purify. Okay, let's get into the other card and we'll come back to that. Excuse how I'm going to say this, and I hope I'm saying it right. Abuntinia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So, what is abundance? Let's look at what abundance is, and then we're going to talk about prosperity. But first, let's look at this goddess that's on this card. She is absolutely beautiful, and she has the horn of plenty in her hand, reminding us that there is enough to go around. There is enough abundance in the universe for everyone. There is so much available that we don't always ask for it. Sometimes it's because we don't believe we'll get it. Sometimes it's because of a mindset that has been in place for quite a while, and sometimes it's because we're afraid to ask. The universe is calling on us. Ask. Ask for what you want. Be open to how it shows up. Okay? What is prosperity? Prosperity can come in many forms. Prosperity and abundance are not always about money. It is not always about getting everything you want at the same time or in the time you are asking for it. Remember, the divine has a bigger plan in place for you, one that you may not even have imagined. Okay? So what is the message for today? All right, so we had Coventina with purification and Abundantia with prosperity. And I see this as the universe saying it is time to really purify your mind and your body and detox. Get all of that stuff out of there. Things that may be coming between you and your abundance, your prosperity. Get all that stuff out of your body, out of your mind. Get rid of those old mindsets and those old beliefs. Beliefs that may have been taught to you by your teachers, your family, your community. Beliefs that no longer are standing the test of time. Get those out of there. Get everything out of the way so that your blessings can start to come in. We block our own blessings many times because, and we don't know why. It's not a blame game, and I'm not blaming anyone, nor do I wish for you to feel shameful about it. This is because we weren't taught. We weren't taught how to let in our blessings. We were not taught what a blessing is. A blessing is something that when you look at it, you can say, oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you. And even our challenges can be blessings. Why? Because they teach us something. It's a life lesson there. Okay? So let's go to the book now and see exactly what the author meant by these two cards. So let's look up Coventina. Pups. Come on now. The message from Coventina. This message comes as a help and not as an affront or criticism. Your vessel has been clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals, and the offending source is within your psyche. You've been ignoring your body's many signals and screams for relief from the steady indigestion of impurities. Perhaps you've also noticed a slump in your energy level, and your degree of joy has lagged as well. Never mind these post effects, though, as the solution is right at hand. Now that you've heard this message, do not hesitate for even a moment to make new arrangements. You'll want to keep a sharp focus on the contents of your mind and speech as well, for the words you speak do have a power. Your words, when you put those out into the universe, you're saying to the universe, this is what I believe. Not necessarily is that always the case, but that's what you're saying, and our words have great power. Choose your words wisely. I know you've heard that before, but it has a lot of truth to it. Okay? It also says, follow your intuition's guidance about making a lifestyle change. Stop abusing alcohol and drugs. Those are, so when we drink or when we use drugs, recreational drugs, that's a way for us to escape. It's a way for us to get away from our lives. And you might say, well, yeah, I want to do more of that. I don't want to deal with all this pain. I don't want to deal with all these challenges. I enjoy not always dealing with them. Here's the thing, and I'm not putting anybody down for your choices, but here's the thing. Have you noticed that when you are back into your world, the same stuff is still there? Have you noticed that? Alcohol, as well as drugs, gets in the way of our receiving all of our blessings. Now you may say, well, when we celebrate, we pull out the alcohol and we pull out, and I'm not saying there isn't a time for celebration and celebrating in the way that you find to be fun, but when alcohol and drugs become a part of your day-to-day life, when you are not able to put one foot in front of the other until you have partake of those particular things that keep you moving. My nose always itches when I start telling the truth here. So for someone out there, this is an important message. Learn how to live with your mind. Learn how to live with your your body. Learn how to let go of some of those things. Just try it for 30 days. Try it for 40 days. Try it for 2 months. Try just letting go of those substances that you have come to rely on. It could also be food. Try to let go. A lot of people love sweets, and whenever they get upset, oh, they gotta have a sweet. That's fine. Chocolate, oh my gosh, I love chocolate. Have one piece, not the whole bar, not the whole thing. Try to have things in moderation. That's what I'm hearing. Moderation, moderation keeps blaring in my ear. Okay? The other card was Abundantia. Abundantia. I think that's how you say it. I think that's how you say it. I think I got it right. I'm over here doing the happy dance. Abundantia. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You are very powerful, and I'm here to support your growing power. It's right for you to receive this help as we function as a team. So this is the universe talking to you. I've heard your prayers and worries and frustrations and your affirmations. I am pouring my cornucopia, see the cornucopia she's holding, of prosperity upon you now. So expect unseen windfalls of gifts. Notice the new ideas and feelings and visions coming to you. This guidance gives you clear directions about which actions to take to help you along your way. Together, working with the universe, we are unstoppable. It also says to be open to receive. It says that there's a lot waiting to come to you. But here's the thing. It's like a construction site. Say you're on the road and you know how they're doing construction and they'll halt one side of the highway while they signal for the other side to come on. Imagine that you're on the side that's halted because you haven't been paying attention, because why? You've been using alcohol or drugs to kind of numb things down, and it's getting in the way of all those dreams and hopes and wishes showing up in your life because you don't even recognize the signals that you've been given. And you cannot recognize them when you cannot see them. And you cannot see them in a fog of being high or in a fog of being drunk. That just doesn't work. So you're on the road and you're just in halt stage and you're like, well, why can't I go? Why can't my side go? The whole line of cars went through. How come they got to go first? They were paying attention. They were paying attention. They got to go first. So I would implore you, I really want you to start paying attention. I want you to start paying attention. Give yourself a gift of 30 days of whatever it is that you have really been clinging to as a way to get through whatever the challenge is. And it could be the challenge of lockdown. What have you been using? Has it been food? Has it been alcohol? Has it been drugs? If it is, set it aside for 30 days. See how you start to feel. Now, the first few days are not going to be wonderful because it's a new feeling for you. Start to pray. Start to meditate if that works for you. And start to see how your mind starts to shift. And ask the angels for help. And the way to do that is put your hands on your heart. Get real still and quiet. And ask them, angels, I desire, I give you permission to come into my life and give me help. Give me assistance. Okay? Start to do that for the next 30 days and let's see how it works out. Because I guarantee you some new things are going to start to show up. And at first, it may be challenges that show up. And what that is the angel saying, get rid of this stuff, get that out of the way, so that you can begin to receive all the beautiful, wonderful gifts that the universe wants to give you. There are blessings out there. They are waiting for you. All right? Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this message today. Please subscribe. Hit the little bell next to it that We'll let you know and send you email messages as to when my videos are up. And like. And if you really liked it and there's someone out there that you really feel can really enjoy this message, share it with them. I thank you so much. Blessings.